Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Guitars Podcast, episode number 56. My name is Andrew.
And my name is Kat.
And this is your weekly show for guitars, amps, pedals, news, and
Gossip.
Gossip, yeah.
Forget the gossip.
We talk about all things from new releases from large and small builders,
We do.
news in the gear industry, and, occasionally news from your favorite artists and stuff like that.
Okay.
We got a lot of stuff. This is good because the last 2 weeks we had like nothing to talk
We
about.
were running dry.
Last week's episode was actually less than an hour. It was like 45 minutes long.
And we already talked
yeah.
this week episode. We might don't get the same amount of views this week.
Yeah, because we drop our episodes on Sunday.
Yeah.
And 60 Cycle Hum is doing their 600th episode, which I believe they're going live this Sunday, I think. I don't know.
How excited.
I think that's what RJ was telling me, that they're either going live Sunday or he's helping them record an episode on Sunday for Monday. I don't know. Because usually they go, their episodes premiere on Monday. So I think they're doing a live episode this Sunday. So the day that this comes out, you probably will watch that instead of this.
Yeah, you're probably going to
we'll see you guys here on Monday, most likely.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff this week.
Okay. Well, we have.
Where do you want to start? You want a guitar? You want a pedal?
Let's start with guitars because we always just focus on pedals.
No, there was an amp I forgot to grab. Hold on.
Dude, talking about amp, this week I saw this ad for God, what's the name? Was it a Marshall amp that I saw?
Did you show me?
Probably no, but it was a refrigerator.
Oh yeah, that would have been Marshall.
That was like
yeah, they're probably back in stock on those.
Oh my god!
Yeah, those aren't anything new, but
I was even thinking like, should we buy one?
I think they're like 500.
Really
I think they're like $500.
Really?
Yeah, they're not cheap.
No, I think it's the first time I see a refrigerator though.
Yeah, you know what? That is probably cheap these days for a refrigerator, but it is like a mini fridge. All right, we're starting with, what'd you say, a pedal?
I say a guitar.
Oh, you said a guitar.
Oh my god, you don't listen to me.
Well, you get your choice. You get a Fender, you get a Gibson. I'm sure there was a bunch of PRSs that came out. Let's go
with the limited edition that you have right there for Fender.
All right, well, it's multiple guitars.
Okay.
So this was big news this week. Fender released the limited edition Vintera 2 Road Worn series. So the Vintera 2's been out for a while now.
Yeah.
But then they're adding Road Worn models to the collection. So they're light relicking. It's not like super relic, but it is supposed to look like it's, as the name implies, road worn. So you have the 60's Telecaster, $1599.99.
Okay.
The 60's Stratocaster, $1599.99. And then you have the road worn 50's Jazzmaster, $1699.99, which that one's kind of gotten a lot of attention this week.
Okay.
And then there is a P bass in the series. It's the road worn Precision bass, 60s model Precision bass. Also $1599.99. So yeah, anywhere between $1,600 and $1,700 for this series.
Okay.
We can jump in on the Tele real quick. It's got alder body with the road worn nitrocellulose lacquer finish, 7.25-inch maple radius, or you can have rosewood or maple fretboard.
Okay.
Sorry, with vintage tall frets. Early 60s C-shaped neck with road-worn nitrocellulose lacquer finish. It says, revive the timeless sound of the 60s with the Vintera road-worn 60s Telecaster. Pretty much it's got aging on all the hardware, the plastics. The finish is a nitro finish, so it is cracked. It's got like the checking that you would see on an actual vintage instrument, but it's not as intense as like a real full-on custom shop relic guitar.
Okay.
The pickups on this thing. Oh, it does have vintage 3-saddle bridge too, with slotted steel saddles. A lot of people are criticizing the fact that it's slotted steel and not like brass that you would actually see on a lot of the vintage ones. But it does have the vintage style tuners. So they're not like locking tuners or anything.
Okay.
But the pickups, I just wanted to see what those are real quick. It just says vintage style 60 single coils. So just custom voiced for this model, probably. It looks cool. I like the Telecaster.
You like that one? That one is not my favorite one.
They got blonde, or they have burgundy mist, burgundy mist metallic, which I think is better.
I like that one.
But the burgundy mist comes with the rosewood fretboard. The blonde comes with the maple fretboard.
But my favorite one in the series is a Stratocaster.
You like the Strat better?
I know.
Let's jump over to this one.
I think it looks really nice.
So similar specs. I'm sure the pickups, they're going to say the same thing.
You passed it.
Did I pass it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah, vintage 60 style. So what were you saying about the Strat?
No, I just like the colors, the body.
Yeah.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah.
So black comes with the maple fretboard and Sonic Blue with the rosewood fretboard, and you have the clay inlays. I don't know if I mentioned that on the Telecaster, but you have clay inlays on this one. You don't have like the regular dot inlays. You know that even though mine is a 90s Mexican Strat, this looks like mine kind of.
It kind of
mine just has a different like even the whole look and like the cream color and everything, like on the pickups and the knobs and stuff. It looks like mine, but mine's a different pick guard.
People was talking about the Jazzmaster.
Well, it has the anodized. Is that what it is? Anodized aluminum. Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm like drawing a blank on this. What does it say about the pick guard?
You already pass it.
Where?
You always pass it.
Where are you seeing pick guard?
Stop when you go to electronic.
But it's not the pick guard.
Hold on. You go. It's on hardware.
Where's it on hardware? Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Gold.
So it's a 1-ply gold anodized aluminum. For some reason I couldn't remember what metal material that was. I was like, is it brass? No, it's aluminum. So is the, what is it? 50s style Jazzmaster. Comes in 2 colors. You have 3-color Sunburst with the rosewood fretboard, or you have Fiesta Red with the rosewood fretboard. Now, a lot of people are doing the reviews on this rosewood fretboard. God, I can't remember I just said it. Fiesta Red. Sorry. The Fiesta Red with the rosewood fretboard. This is the one that I've seen, like 60 Cycle Hum did his. I saw a couple other channels doing theirs. I don't like that color pick guard with that finish. And also, I've never been a fan of Fiesta Red, but then I got my Esquire a couple months ago. I did the video on that. I love the color of that one. And that has a mint green pick guard.
That color hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I would get the other color.
Ugh.
Too flashy. But the specs on this one, because it is a little bit different than the electronics, so it is a 2-position on and off slide switch for switching between lead and rhythm circuits, so the classic Jazzmaster wiring. Okay. And then the controls, your lead circuit controls with the switch down are master volume, master tone. Rhythm circuit controls with the switch up are 2 thumb wheel controls for the neck and volume. So that's actually like the classic wiring. I thought it was going to be like, the more modern wiring is different on the Jazzmaster. It's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like the Fiesta Red. And it sucks that these pictures on the Fender site aren't actually showing like the detail that some of these people on their YouTube channels were showing, like really detailed checking. Even up here on the headstock had like the cracking and the finish and stuff. But again, with any kind of road worn or relic guitar, there's always the pushback on that from people that are like, you're gonna pay extra for a guitar that looks made to look beat up. Yeah, so it's whatever. Even the backs of the necks have like that nice played in look to them. Looks like they've been played for 40 years. And last, let's jump onto this P bass. $1,600 for this guy. You got alder body with the nitro finish, 7.25-inch rosewood fretboard with vintage tall frets, early 60s C-shaped neck with road-worn nitrocellulose lacquer finish as well. You got the 60s style split coil pickup, as any P-bass would have, but this is the 60s voicing that they've given it. Vintage style reverse open gear tuning machines, 4-saddle bridge. I don't think there's really much else to say there. Is it just the one color on this one? Oh, no. You got Fiesta Red with the tortoiseshell pickguard. I think that looks better than with the anodized.
I'm not a fan of the color.
Or you have charcoal frost metallic. That's more my style right there.
Charcoal looks nice.
Yeah. I think that's cool. It's $1,600. These Mexican Fenders are getting pricey. And
you were talking to me about that today.
So today is Saturday. So we were talking about Friday's episode of the Phil McKnight podcast, Know Your Gear podcast. And he was talking about how he has a lot of upcoming demos, and he has, a pile of guitars he's sitting on that haven't been released yet. And he said, just a warning, that upcoming in Q4 of this year, the average prices of the mid-level, mid-tier Chinese-made and Indonesian-made guitars are going to go up to about $1,400, $1,500 on average, which is like insane. But I guess that's the economy we're living in. Yeah, so there's that. But I guess $1,600. I don't know. For some reason in my mind, like $1,600, like the Mexican Fenders, to me that's like, oh my god, that's expensive. But then like the Mexican Fender bass, I'm like, that seems like a good price. like that seems fair. I don't know. I guess when a bass is more expensive than a guitar, it makes sense to me. But it's actually cheaper than the. No, okay, yeah. This is actually cheaper than the Jazzmaster.
Yeah.
So, but there is more, unique parts that go into a Jazzmaster than what goes into.
I don't know. We have been talking about this for such a long time that we're expecting things are going to get so expensive.
Well, yeah, and we don't. We try to keep the show completely
non-political, no, that's like unrelated,
regardless of our views. But like the thing with the tariffs is they are finally kicking in. Like people are starting to really feel this month the effects of the tariffs, and who knows where they're going from here. But it's not really laughing matter. But
no, we were already
we're seeing the prices on everything now.
How is affecting not just the guitars, but the pedals in general. Well, that's affecting them a lot.
I can't remember the statistics that we saw the statistics on the news the other day. They were talking about different individual products. Instead, musical instruments, I thought they said they were up like 5.1%.
Yeah.
Right now from what they were this time last year. So just, a heads up to everybody. Keep an eye out if you're not, up on things like that. If you want to buy a lower priced instrument, maybe do it now before the holidays.
Maybe you have to do it now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And people were warning, do this 6 months ago. Make all your big purchases 6 months ago. But like now it's cutting down to the wire of like,
it's about
pinch your pennies or something, or save up to get something really good that you're going to hold on to.
I don't know. Which, talking about basses.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Well, I guess you're going to talk about it at some point, so we might as well touch on it now.
All right. So if you've been watching or listening to the show,
here we go again.
For the past couple weeks, I guess, maybe a month or two.
Maybe.
I've been trying to sell that Taylor acoustic that I got in a trade. I've been sitting on that for like 6 months almost.
Yeah.
And I've put it up a couple times for sale, for trades, and not really getting anything. And then I put up my Les Paul, my Gibson Les Paul Tribute. I put that and the Taylor up on one post and said, hey, really looking to sell these, but you and I had this conversation that like if I were to do a trade, it would have to be for a really nice bass. And that was the only trade I was going to accept, but I'd rather sell them. So I had several really good offers. One person offered an American Ultra, not the Ultra 2, but the Ultra 1 deluxe P bass. But the thing of that, it was a really nice bass, and it did have like the gold anodized pickguard on it as well, I believe.
Okay.
But that, I don't like active basses, and that one would have run off 2 9-volt batteries.
Okay.
And that's just, I don't know, that right there is something. There was somebody else that offered it was an older American deluxe. I don't remember the series, but it was like from the early to mid 2000s deluxe P bass that had like a humbucker in the bridge position and then the P bass pickups. And I don't know, it wasn't really my style. And he had like a white perloid pickguard on it, and it was a sunburst guitar. I don't know, it just didn't look good to me. Although those were both really great offers. And then came I don't know if you want to hand it to me. I put it on the stand right here so we can try to show it off.
I didn't realize it was next to me.
The best trade that I probably would have gotten. It's really heavy. So the best trade I probably could have ever imagined was for a Warwick fretless. So this is I'm going to try to hold it up. It probably takes up more space than our camera.
Yeah.
So this is the Warwick standard, or Corvette standard fretless. Sorry. So you have the jazz bass configuration. You've got a volume and tone knob, or individual volume and tone knobs. The one in the middle is a pickup selector. So it has like the notch in the middle that tells you when to stop, when you have equal balance between both, and you can blend back and forth between the others. So this thing's really heavy.
It is.
But I was particularly really looking for a fretless bass. And then Warwick is a brand that like I always thought was like, I'll never be able to get a Warwick.
Why?
Just because they're expensive. Nowadays they have this is a 2001 model, so it was made in Germany. Nowadays they have like the Rock Bass series, which is you can get a Rock Bass Corvette for I think like $800 or $900, but those are like made overseas in China or Japan, or not Japan. Sorry, Japan would be really good, but China or Indonesia. They're still good quality, but this is like a legit made in Germany one. It's like I said, a 2001 model. Yeah, I don't know that. I feel like that guy, he wanted to do this trade, but I feel like he got the lower end of the deal there. Because this is a bass that I can't imagine I would ever want to part ways with.
Nah, you say that about everything.
No, I mean I love this thing. It's
Okay.
the only instrument I have played all week long since doing this trade.
Just keep in mind this is being recorded.
Yeah.
And in about like 2 months, something is gonna happen,
No.
and you're gonna decide to trade it.
The guy said he didn't want it because the scale length, and I do think this is an extended scale. I don't think this is a regular like 34-inch scale. I think this is something slightly longer because the fret dots on the side of the neck, it goes up to 24. So it has a 2-octave length, which I think my Squire Jazz bass, I think that only has like 21 or 22 frets. So I can feel it when I'm playing it too. I'm like way out here playing the thing, but I love that it's fretless. It's got the jazz bass pickups, which are my favorite pickup configuration because you can really get either like the P bass sound or the jazz bass sound out of it. Sounds like an upright depending on how you set the dials and everything, but I'm really happy with that, and I just can't believe this guy was willing to do that trade. And he seemed excited about the Les Paul, so hopefully he gets better use out of it than I did.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. That was a big trade of the week.
And then you managed to sell the other one.
Yeah, so we just came from selling the Taylor about 2 hours ago.
Imagine that. He did it.
Actually, I guess it was almost 3 hours ago. But yeah, the Taylor acoustic. I've had several offers on it. Weird trades that have come through for the last couple months.
Which one was the one that was offering you? Was it the earrings?
Okay,
what was
yeah. So somebody offered locally here in town. They're like, "Hey, according to the map on Marketplace, you look like you're about 4 miles away from me. Would you like to trade for some really nice gold earrings?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "But you mentioned in the post that you were interested in a trade." And I'm like, "Yeah, trades for music equipment."
Yep.
He's like, "Oh." I'm like, yeah. I don't deal with jewelry or, but I've had some weird offers in the past couple years. The one guy that offered Native American art, and then I went and I looked at his Marketplace profile, and it just happens to be that he is a Native American guy that happens to do paintings and stuff. It's like you made me think it was like gonna be some like classic, like I don't know, like antique style Native American art. It's like, I don't want your drawings, man.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you could be a Native American guy and draw a picture of Superman. That doesn't necessarily make it Native American art. It's just art done by a Native American guy.
True.
But even then, like, it doesn't have really any cash value that I could like later on, part ways with to try to get gear. So get rid of that. Sold a box of pedals.
Oh my gosh, that's true. This week has been like a big week for you selling music.
I sold all my like cheap Chinese pedals that I had laying around, like the little mini pedals and stuff. It was a tuner. There was a boost pedal, a little modded tube screamer thing that was like supposed to be like a double voice pedal. My Behringer Super Fuzz. There were 6 pedals in that box. There was one like a BB preamp clone. What was the other one? There was boost, tuner, fuzz, overdrive. There's definitely 6 in that box. I don't know.
But you sold it.
Yeah, I sold it on Reverb. I listed it locally, and there was a guy that wanted to come pick it up, and then he was interested. Then it sold overnight on Reverb. But then he was like really insisting that he could come right away and pick it up. And I was like, I mean, I could cancel the Reverb. I don't want to do it, but like I could cancel the Reverb order if you're willing to come right now. Like I don't like to be that guy. But it would have saved me a couple bucks on shipping. Anyway, the guy never showed up or anything, so I did ship it off. But so that sold. And that I feel like that was a good deal. It was like $75 for 6 cheap pedals.
It wasn't
what else
bad.
was there? What else was there?
The only thing that you say that you're trying to sell now, but you're gonna make a video on it. What was it? You told me about that on the way home.
Well, no, there was something. The shotgun mic that we bought when we first started doing this show.
Oh, that's true.
My Sennheiser MKE 600. That one sold. So that was pretty cool. Which it sold. It sold once before, but then we had talked about it. You convinced me we might need it for something later. And it's like, if we need something like that, we'll just get the little clip-on lavalier mic things.
Oh.
So we'll just get those. So that sold, and then you were saying,
you were telling me that you were gonna make a video so you can show people what works and what doesn't.
Oh yeah, so my Tascam multi-tracker, the Porta Studio, I'm trying to sell that. I was trying to sell it locally. There's been a ton of people reaching out about it, and they just keep asking me so many questions, and it's getting exhausting. And it's like, I understand, like, you guys want to know exactly what's up with it, and people want to come to the house and try it out, and I'm just like, I don't really want people in my house. I'd rather meet up with you in a parking lot somewhere. So I'm just gonna have to make a video. I'm not gonna put it on this YouTube channel. I'm gonna put it on like my other channel or something, and just as reference, because that's the channel when I'm trying to sell stuff. Like if I'm trying to sell cymbals, that's the one where I do like a little quick short of me hitting the cymbal, different, dynamic hits on it, and showing what it sounds like. So I'll use that channel, and I'll just do a quick run through of like, okay, so the two lights on channel, the lights on the VU meters for channels 3 and 4 don't light up. All the preamps work. It records to all 4 channels. The only thing is that the part that engages the tape, like the it's a pulley, it's broken, and so at random times it will just like shut off when recording, or it'll shut off when playing back. And that's an easy fix if like you can't get it serviced, or until you get it serviced. What I've been doing with it, and it functions perfectly fine, just slide a little guitar pick in there when it engages, and it stays the whole time you're recording or playing back with no issues. So I just need to record a quick thing. I'm not trying to get much for it. I'm just trying to get rid of it. But that way people don't have to ask me a bunch of questions about it. They can just watch the video, and hopefully that sells. There's a couple more pedals I have listed. But at this point, I mean, we've sold about like $750 worth of stuff. And I guess as far as like purchases that I made, I'm up about $200 on this new bass from what I spent on the Les Paul as far as like resale value.
I like how you justify like everything you do. Like,
well, no, I mean,
this works.
The Les Paul was $1,000 used, and then these Warwick Corvettes, the standard Corvettes, the made in Germany model, I'm seeing those listed for $1,200 to $1,300. So I'm up like $200. If you want to think about it, as far as gear math, if you're doing the gear math, yeah.
But is it your gear math accurate?
No. Because things always change. Anyway, so we've only talked about one piece of gear so far.
Okay, keep going.
All right, hold on a second. All right, so at some point we're probably going to have to stop and plug in our mouse, but we'll get to that point when it comes. Gibson put out the Les Paul Custom 70's. I guess it's the first time in a couple decades that they've made this exact model. It's $4,000.
Jeez.
You have color options here. There's buttercream top. So it looks like the ebony back and sides. You have buttercream top. You have all ebony with gold pickups and hardware.
Okay.
Oh, I guess they all have gold pickups and hardware. Tobacco burst. I think that's cool. And then you have wine red.
I don't look really fancy.
I like the wine red, but I wish there was a satin finish. That's what I liked about the Les Paul that I just got rid of. I didn't necessarily like the sound of it, but like the color. It was a satin finish. I think those are cool. Anyway, so let's get to some specs on this thing. Comes with a case. Let's see. Well, that's not the specs, though. Okay, here we go. Mahogany body, 3-piece plain maple top, maple neck with 70's profile and volute. Ebony fretboard with mother of pearl block inlays, calibrated T-type pickups, gold hardware, and a hard shell case. So it gets a real hard shell case. You're not getting the Gibson soft case on this one.
For $4,000.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah. Better come with a hard case. So it says the Les Paul Custom was first introduced in 1953 as an upscale version of the Les Paul model.
Okay.
The model was requested by Les Paul himself, who wanted a black version of the Les Paul guitar that looked like a tuxedo. In 1961, with a single cutaway Les Paul Custom was discontinued in favor for a new double cutaway model that would later become known as the SG Custom. And the original single cutaway model was reintroduced in 68. During the 70s, production of Les Paul Custom transitioned from Kalamazoo to Nashville, and the Les Paul Custom received various changes to further refine the model, including a multi-piece maple top that replaced the original. The original all mahogany body construction, along with a new maple neck. So anyway, they're back.
Anyway, it's fancy.
Yeah, you got orange drop capacitors, 5-ply pickguard, posi lock strap locks. What else could we say? I'm not really sure what the T-type humbuckers sound like. You get the diamond inlay and the headstocks. That's pretty cool. $4,000. I got nothing else to say on that one.
Yeah. If you have $4,000 just laying around, go ahead and buy it.
Or you could buy like 2 Fenders. 3
Up
Fenders.
to you.
You could buy 10 Squires. You could buy 10 Squires.
Okay.
Let's jump into a pedal. Walrus Audio put out the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Loom? It's probably Loom.
Okay.
It's already sold out on their website, and I think this was only limited to 600 units.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the Loom is a limited edition experiment with elements of the slow reverb, Lore reverse reverb, and Fable granular generator. The Loom seeks to illuminate your path 3 unique granular and natural or textural, reverb modes. Momentary automation and presets. I can't talk today. So you could set presets on this thing. You have ramping modes. You have decay, filter, mix, stretch, and X controls.
Okay.
You have bypass and momentary foot switches. And yeah, it just combines the best of those 3 pedals to get like these granular reverbs and stuff, which, you know, they're really well known for that. So mode 1 is grain cloud. Mode 2 is grain verb. Mode 3 is forward reverse reverb, which is a forward reverb algorithm running into a reverse reverb. Moment control allows you to automate any one of the 5 knobs by holding the moment switch to glide to a defined target, adding dynamic expressive motion in real time. Ramp, by holding bypass and adjusting the mode toggle, allows you to adjust the automation glide time between 10 milliseconds, 1,000, and 5,000 milliseconds.
All right.
The stretch engine shifts the sample rate. Presets, you can recall up to 3 presets, which are indicated by red, blue, and green lights. In bypass mode, you can turn trails on or off for instant cut or abrupt rhythmic stops.
Wait, so you were saying they have a limited edition. Was that just on their website?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
This was $279.99. And I'm not seeing where it says the amount that they... But I heard somebody that was supposed to
Where do you get that number?
I don't remember where I heard that number, but I thought that's what I heard, was that there was only 600. But it's sold out on their website, so maybe you can find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Electro Harmonics has a new pedal.
That's cheap.
This one is $149.50.
Okay. What does
Very
that do?
specific with the 50 cents there.
I know.
This is the Pico Series Swello Attack Envelope pedal. It looks cool. You have 4 controls here: volume, attack, frequency, mod, plus and minus, and a filter button. It says boasting the attack envelope potency of its heralded stopback sibling while maintaining a compact profile. The EHX Pico Swello brings forth a dedicated attack effect palette for pedalboard efficiency-minded musicians worldwide. Now, essentially, it takes a certain attack feature from the Pog, and like the old school big box Pog, and it adds a envelope sweller to every single note that you play. So it's not like their pedal the attack decay where you can set the swells and stuff. This one is like it applies it digitally to every note, like perfectly.
Oh.
So it says it's complete with adjustable resonance to match your best tone in mind. Apart from the legendary character, the Pico Sweller retains the compact profile of its namesake series, keeping your rig clean and efficient while maintaining the utmost professional tone. So yeah, this Pico series, it's like this special size enclosure that they've been using the last couple of years. Let's see. Yeah, so it showcases the polyphonic attack envelope potency of the POG 2 pedal, sculpt smooth and balanced attack effects for interesting lead lines, arpeggio swells, and more. The seamless 4-knob control layout provides authority over volume, attack frequency, modulation while staying compact. The onboard filter button, this is what I wanted to know about, engages an LPF, which is a low-pass filter, with adjustable resonance for even more sonic potential. And every pedal in this series includes a power supply.
Nice.
So that's an extra bonus. Not everybody wants to have a pile of power supplies laying around, but
it's nice to have
if it's your first pedal, like that's cool. I myself at one point had a ton of Electro Harmonix power supplies from the XO series.
Wait, I have 2 things to say.
Yeah.
The first one, before I forget, is every time I see you looking at a pedal and you say, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I just remembered you have all that money laying around from the sales from this week. It's like, oh my God. And I start counting 149, 200, 300. It's like, okay, you're already past the money that you have. And you told me in the car, you don't have anything on mine with that money.
I don't know. Now I got that new bass. I got to build a whole bass rig.
Dangerous conversation.
I got to build a whole new bass rig now.
Okay.
Oh, which I did notice that my bass amp, it's just a Rumble 20. It's a Fender Rumble 25. I love the sound of the Rumble amps. I've always used, even the old version 1 Rumble amp. I had one of those. It weighed like 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
I used to have the Rumble 100. And it had that red light in the bottom. Did I have that when we were married? When we met, did I have that?
I don't remember that.
I think I did. Because I gave it to a friend that later on gave it back to me because they didn't have room for it. But the thing was probably 100 pounds. It had a red light in the bottom that you could turn on and off. That one was really good. I've had several bass amps over the years. They were all Fenders. Every bass amp I've ever had was a Fender.
Okay.
I had like the BXR one, which came before the Rumble series. And then after I sold my big Rumble, I got the newer 25 because it's smaller. It weighs like 20 pounds. But it has a 10-inch speaker, which I noticed with this new bass, it has such low end to it that it like rumbles the speaker in the cabinet.
So now he's saying he wants an amp.
I don't know. You don't have room for amps.
Now, second thing I was going to say before I forgot is last week we were talking about a pedal that was a little confusing.
Which one?
And you got an answer.
Oh.
Explaining.
Yes.
That there was an error on the website itself.
Yes.
And he explained to you exactly how it
wasn't
worked.
a pedal.
It wasn't a pedal. What was it?
Let me go to our channel here.
Because I think
it was Walrus Audio.
Oh, the explanation about the Walrus Audio one.
Yes.
Because we were confused on it.
So Walrus Audio cleared some stuff up because we were confused about the Canvas USB. So they said, thanks for taking a look at the Power USB this week. Not sure why Sweetwater didn't use the copy we gave them. It does read a little confusing. But the too late didn't read is the USB is an adapter designed to complement power supplies and other models equipped with a 24-volt input. This accessory allows you to power your pedal board with USB PD power delivery from laptop chargers, high-powered phone chargers, and even USB-C power banks. So it's to expand your power supply, your main Canvas power supply, to be able to adapt to a bunch of different power options, depending on what is convenient for you to use. So they cleared that up. I'm glad they did because it was very confusing the way that Sweetwater worded that.
Yes.
So I just want to we just want to make sure that we clear that up for everybody.
We clear that information. I don't know if they cleared the information on the Sweetwater website, but now you know what it does.
But that was cool. I guess we helped catch a mistake somewhere.
Anyway.
Yeah, we got a bunch of other pedals at this point.
What else do you have?
Warm Audio on pre-order through Guitar Center. They have the WATS Tube Squealer Soft Clipping Tube Amp Driving Overdrive Effect.
Okay.
In vintage green. So, what do you think this is?
Why?
What do you think it is?
Doesn't it say tube amp?
It says Tube Squealer.
What is it though?
It's a clone of a Tube Screamer.
Oh, okay.
Now I think this is actually kind of cool. It's $150. It looks really tall. It's got like the knobs of an old school Tube Screamer. Obviously the colorway. It's just a matter of time until they did something like this. I've seen people joking online that it's like they ripped off like the JHS Bonsai, kind of, because it's a multi-mode. It's a multi-mode tube screamer. Essentially, you get the TS808, the TS10, and the TS9. Your controls are drive, level, mix, and tone.
Okay.
And then there is a pickup selector, so you can actually choose whether your input source is humbucker or single coil. That is a feature that is on the Keeley Compressor Plus that I really enjoy. It comes in handy, really does, when switching between the two instruments. But you know, it is a tube screamer, so. And then on the back, you do have true and buffered bypass, and then a voltage boost on the back too. So I don't know if that boosted up to 18 volts or what. It says external 9 to 18 volt available, but then there's the onboard voltage doubler. So I don't know if that'll double you to 36 if you're running an 18. I don't know the exact specs on this, but pretty cool, I guess. I mean, Warm Audio is known for making a bunch of clones, just like Behringer does, but these are a little bit higher quality than the Behringer clones.
Still 149 is cheap.
Yeah, and this is actually, I would say this is actually like a unique pedal. This is, no one else is doing something exactly like this on the market. The fact that you do have 3 tube screamers, that's not unique to it, but like the fact that you have the pickup selector, and then they take notes from older tube screamer models that had 4 knobs, like the, I don't know the exact one, maybe it is the TS10, but the mix control, so that'd be good for guitar or bass. That'd be really helpful. So yeah, $150.
Okay.
We've got a discontinued pedal. I don't know if you can find this anywhere still for sale. If you can, I would jump on it. This is actually a pedal I wanted for a very long time and just never got around to playing one, never got around to buying one. And it's okay. I don't feel bad about it. But Earthquaker has discontinued the Park Fuzz Sound the vintage germanium fuzz. So really cool. This is the only Earthquaker pedal that didn't look like the rest of theirs. They partnered with Park Amplification to recreate. It's a recreation of the original Park Fuzz sound. In some markets, they also released it as the Colby Fuzz sound because Park Amplification in different regions was known as Park and Colby. So you could even find in some places the Colby Fuzz sound, but it's the same pedal. It probably just wasn't selling that well, and they had to discontinue it. They've been very vocal about how things economically with the tariffs have been impacting them negatively, and I think when it comes time to like cut certain products, they'll go for the ones that aren't selling as well. That's my assumption. I don't know the actual story here, but that's what I'm guessing. Is this one used to be a bigger seller and isn't anymore? What's unique about this though is it's kind of like a Rat style EQ.
Okay.
Where all the way to the left on the tone is more treble and all the way to the right is more bass, which usually on most pedals it's the other way around. But this is one that I remember when this first came out. I was like, oh, I gotta get this. And then the other pedals came in the way and I never got it. Yeah. So I just wanted to point out that's been discontinued.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
The screen pointing at me always makes me
tired.
Like, I guess, yeah, it just makes me tired. The light.
I don't know.
Just makes me.
How
do you call?
I don't know. Tired.
It just
like it's
the light pointing at me.
Yeah. Well, you also work in front of a computer all day. So.
Yeah.
We came from selling that guitar earlier we went straight to Starbucks and got coffee, and whatever we ordered, they put that drink had a triple shot in it. We both got the same drink and had a triple shot in it. I don't think either of us realized that, and I'm just like buzzing in my seat over here. So I don't know about
that
you.
was really strong. I told you right away.
It was very strong.
I told you when we were right home, like I needed to poop. That's how strong it was.
That's how you know coffee's
strong. Good. It was. I still feel bad.
That's like when we go to the Colombian. There's a Colombian restaurant here, and every time we go to it, the coffee there is so strong. And then we occasionally will buy a bag of it. And they told us the first time we bought the bag, they were like, "Be careful, this will get you high." The way how strong it is, you get high from it. It's like, oh. It's not. There's no drugs in it, but it will get you high because it's just so strong.
And those are the symptoms of the coffee.
Yeah, and I felt it every time. Like I get this like weird like out of body like
out of body
like,
experience.
No, it's just for like I remember like anytime I drink like a cup of it, it's just for a brief second. I'm like,
no, but that coffee in
like, oh man, that's really strong.
Anyway.
Okay, Silktone Expander. This is $269.
Okay.
It says it's a preamp, it's a drive, it's a fuzz, it can do clean, it can do dirty. It is a tone expander.
All right.
Your controls on this thing are volume, choke, and gain. And then there's a 3-way toggle. So let's learn about this thing. I haven't seen, I know there's videos, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Takes the simple idea of a dirt box and blows it wide open. 3 knobs and a voice switch unlock massive palette of thick texture drive. So it says it takes inspiration from the Micronaut line and the quirky magic of old Japanese dirt boxes.
Okay.
So the first stage is a JFET-based second harmonic generator that immediately adds body and depth. At its heart, it's a germanium transistor stage, inspired with greats of the 60s. Delivers an unmistakable, chewy, colorful character. And at the output, another JFET is voiced to emulate the first tube in an amp, so even when the volume is rolled down, you still get that saturated first tube sweetness. Honestly, before adding the output stage, they also didn't put the volume knob on this thing because it sounded too damn good cranked.
Right.
It says, so I built a whole stage to make sure it sounded as good turned down. Controls are minimal but deeply interactive. Gain takes you from low asymmetrical thickness to medium grind. Choke sculpts the low end from huge and full to focused and aggressive. Volume balances it without losing the feel of the first tube. The 3-way voice. Okay, here we go. Left is dark, rolled off for higher gain settings. Right is bright, perfect for always on. And in the center is standard voice, color, and balanced.
Okay.
Pretty cool. And here's a bunch of demos. They got Buddy Blues has one. Looks like Spiralcaster. A couple other channels here. Pedal of the Day. Yeah, they got a bunch of people. So
that's good.
So $270. It's a cool looking pedal. You got top mounted jacks. Looks like a vintage pedal to me. So check it out. We're gonna skip this next one for a minute. I don't know if we should talk about it. I guess we can.
Why?
Because you know what?
Why do you want to skip it? I
don't know, because I feel wrong about talking. We've done it in the past, but I feel wrong talking about leaked things because, you know, we want to grow this channel. We want to grow our podcast, and we want to be able to gain the trust of these brands.
True.
But
in
a lot
this
of people
particular case, about it, though.
A lot of people are talking about it, and that's what makes it a leak, is that somebody saw it, and that's out there. But there are some retailers. There are some retailers that already have this listed for sale without the image of the product, with the description. There are at least 2 or 3 websites right now at this exact moment. I'm not going to tell you where, but you can Google it. There are 2 or 3 websites right now. There's a couple in Europe. There's one in the US that have it listed. And the ones that had images took the images down. One store, at least one store, already put it on Reverb through their Reverb shop. It's a retailer that put it on their Reverb shop and then took it down. But it's still out there on the internet. If you Google it, it'll show up in search results on these websites.
Okay.
So we will talk about this one, but I think moving forward, when there's like leaks and stuff, we're going to try not to cover those. We'll say like there's a rumor, which we did this with the last Boss release.
True.
That there were images out the day before it came out, and we said, we don't know if this is real because it looks AI.
That's true.
There's speculation.
We were talking about that.
And then we did that actually with the Boss pedal before that, the rotary one, where that one leaked, and we were like, we don't know because these both look like they're photoshopped or AI or something.
But not for real though. Yeah. This is like the 3rd time. Like, what's going on with that?
So
why they leak?
This is a pedal I actually do want. Because I just got this bass. I just got this bass, and I'm like, ooh.
You said in the car, ooh. I don't think I want anything.
Well, this might not even exist for all we know.
We don't know.
We think it does because it's out there, but
it does.
I mean, it does. It does.
Okay.
If big retailers would not have this listed if it wasn't real. The thing that was different between this and those other 2 pedals is we had no confirmation that we couldn't reference that to a website that linked to the product.
True.
This time, there are links to the product, but when you click on them, the page no longer exists. But the link is still there in the search results. So we're going to talk about this one. The Boss XS1 Poly Shifter. For all we know, this is coming out Monday. You know, we don't know. It seems like very soon. This is a very quick rebound for Boss from the backlash on the plug out pedal. Because there's huge internet backlash on the plug out from like 2 weeks ago. Because people don't want to pay for a subscription. And it seems like it's non-transferable. If you buy more than one unit, you can't install the same effects on both units. You have to buy it twice. It just seems like there's a lot going on there. Some people that have commented on our video talking about it have said, no, I bought it and I love it. And like the effects all sound great. And I only plan on using one at a time anyway. So it's like that's the purpose, I think. People are getting what they want out of it. So people love it. Some people hate it. I don't think anybody should absolutely hate it unless they try it and decide it's not for them. But yeah, that being said, so this Poly Shifter XS1, 2 knobs, balance and shift. You have a toggle that goes between, it actually says toggle and momentary, which I think is what you assign to the foot pedal.
Okay.
And then detune up and down. So this is their take on the like the Electro Harmonics Pitchfork or the Digitech Drop. So it's a pitch shifter. So as your shift control here, you have semitones that you can choose between, ranging from 1 and 7. There's octaves, 1, 2, and 3. There is a control and expression output, so you can use this like a Digitech whammy for sure. And there's a full description on here. That's how you know it's gonna be real.
The price is $199.
They're saying it's $199, which is
that's what they are saying.
That's what this leak is saying. And there are a couple websites that you can see the full description just as it says here. This is the copy from Boss. So instant return capabilities without pausing your creativity. Brand new algorithm leverages ultra fast attack, preserving clarity and character. Polyphonic pitching delivers stunning glitch-free performance, even when playing full chords of fast melodic lines. Since it's a natural-sounding pitch shifter, it pairs well with other effects. Fully supports bass frequencies.
Nice.
Durable design ensures stable operation for gigging. You can retune your guitar or bass with natural pitch shifting in a range of 6 octaves up to 3 down, or 3 up to 3 down. Shift knobs allows players to choose between 1 and 7 semitones or 1 and 3 octave intervals. Detune mode adds depth and richness to your tones, like a doubling effect. Shift up function delivers convenient capo style operation for changing key in any song or tapping style performance. Emulate bass instruments on guitar or guitar on bass. Craft harmonized solos using semitone shifts. And it goes on from there. The toggle momentary switch selects between latching effect on and off or activating it only when the foot switch is being pressed. So you get essentially the same feature set that you would get on like a pitch. What is it? The Pitchfork from EHX, Digitech Whammy, not the Whammy, the Digitech Drop, I believe is the name of it. I think this is really cool because you get that from a Boss pedal. It's more simplistic in layout to their previous pitch shifter pedals.
Okay.
I think this is really cool. I'm excited for this one. I love Boss pedals. The last time I bought a Boss pedal was that unfortunate the GX10. But I have always had in my setup, not on my board right now, but like in the room, I've always had at least one Boss pedal on hand. I mean, I've got the Power Driver, which is one that I don't think I'll ever sell.
Okay.
No, because I looked so hard to get one of those locally for a long time. I didn't want to pay reverb prices. And I got that one in a trade, and I've had it for a couple of years now. And I mean, you can barely tell that pedal is 29 years old.
No, really. No.
It looks like a brand new Boss pedal.
It's really nice.
And it's in decent condition. There's a little bit of paint chipping, but so I don't know. I don't know when this is coming out, but it's been confirmed at this point by everybody except Boss. So
can be tomorrow, can be Monday.
I think it'll be Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. We got Monger Pedals.
Oh my god, that pedal is so cute.
Back with, I believe this is their 4th release.
I haven't seen a pedal looking that cute in a long time.
This looks really nice. I think this is their best looking release yet.
This
is the little guy, fuzz and phaser.
The little guy.
So it's a 2-in-1, fuzz and phaser. It's their first multi-effect.
So cute.
Yeah, I know. You're like, oh. No, I think these are the
little guy.
And, you know, he's using the same style knobs that he's using on the other pedals. But he's got the big and small ones. You know, it looks cool. The artwork looks really great. Don't be fooled by the name. The little guy isn't so little when it comes to sound. The dual effect powerhouse combines a versatile OTA-based phaser with crushing op-amp fuzz, giving you everything from subtle movement to chaotic walls of texture.
Okay.
So on the phaser side, it can drift with slow, sweeping modulation or dive headfirst into warped, wonky movement. Selectable LFO waveforms, triangle upward sawtooth, downward sawtooth, and a full control over speed, width, range, and feedback. It's a phaser built for sculpting motion, not just for adding swirl. And the fuzz circuit delivers snarling character with surprising dynamics. It cleans up beautifully with your guitar's volume knob, but still packs enough headroom to shift from gritty drive to ripping distortion to thick, saturated fuzz, all with a single knob sweep. And has built-in send and return loop, so you can drop it into your rig seamlessly, letting you place other pedals between the fuzz and phaser without sacrificing your core signal. So, really cool. Did we get a price on this one? Oh, $224.99.
$224.99.
So, really cool.
I wonder who'll come out with that ad.
I don't know. Oh, even the demo video looks cool.
Oh,
it looks like, good on the desktop right here that they're showing in the video.
Describe that, really but it looks like a kid's book, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like
it kind of looks like the art of like a children's book. Like if you if you give a mouse a pedal.
Yeah.
That's really cool. No, I really like the look of this pedal. Oh, we got another guitar this week. Okay. So Orangewood is back with their second electric guitar release. So we covered their baritone release.
I remember that before.
A while back. I'm still getting constant ads for that one. So they're introducing the Clementine. It's their semi-hollow electric.
How much is that?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Looks like they have it in 3 colors, and it is $14.95.
Okay.
So $1,500.
I like the green. I don't know how they are going to call that color, but I like that color.
Let's see if it says. Doesn't say.
Doesn't
it
say?
will say down in the description, but let's look. The art of balance with bold curves and thoughtful proportion, Clementine's chambered body, solid wood, and belly cut balance afford balance cover with rich resonance, premium hardware, and award-winning electronics brand Sound of Life. Let's see more details here. So Americano is like the burst.
Okay.
Blue is called Bluebird, and green is called Evergreen. I do like the green too.
Evergreen looks nice.
Experience a semi-hollow that feels built for you. Our player-focused design features a double cutaway chambered body, solid maple carved top, and contour belly cut. Slightly smaller than a traditional semi-hollow. Clementine prioritizes. I cannot talk right now. Comfort without sacrificing.
It has to. I can see your fingers. We cannot drink that coffee.
Loaded with Seymour Duncan, Seth Lover humbuckers, every note rings with clarity and warmth, with a split coil that adds more versatility. Easy backplate access makes electronic maintenance a breeze. That's a big problem with a lot of semi-hollows, is that it's just so hard to change out the pickups. Which, if this has Seth Lovers, I mean, you probably won't even want to change those right away.
Okay.
What's
the neck?
So you got
mahogany.
Body is solid mahogany. Fretboard is rosewood, but what is the neck? Oh, neck is mahogany as well. Okay, yeah, dang. So it's all mahogany body and neck with the rosewood fretboard. White dot inlay, C-shaped neck, 22 frets. Grover Roto Grip locking tuners. You got the Seymour Duncan Seth Lover humbuckers. 3-way toggle. Does come stock with Ernie Ball regular slinkies, so you're not getting some generic,
nice
cheap strings on there. Comes with the truss rod wrench, which I would hope.
Hard case.
Okay, you do get a hard case with this too. That's really cool.
Okay.
3-ply cream pick guard installed. Plus, they give you a bonus black pick guard if you want to switch it out.
Oh, that's nice.
So you have 1 volume, 1 tone, a mini toggle for coil splits. Let's see. Yeah, nut width 43 millimeters, radius 16 inch, scale is 24.75 inch. What else you want to know here? Oh, there's a little diagram of the positioning for the coil splits and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
It comes with a lot of stuff.
This is a very good guitar. Look at the back, like the contour and everything,
really nice.
The wood grain. Yeah, there's no reviews on it yet because it's it just came out, but this is really cool. I like this. Let's get one.
How you say at the beginning you had like $700, and this one is a $14.95.
Yeah,
you're kind of long. The amount
I
of
think
money
that
you
was
had.
our last guitar of the day.
Okay.
But there's a couple more items here. Source Audio released the Encounter ambient delay and reverb pedal.
Okay.
$399. I don't know. The Source Audio pedals are too complicated.
A lot going on.
They are too complicated for me to comprehend. But your controls are delay, feedback, tone, control 1, control 2, mix, and then of course you have the mode selector here that ranges from kaleidoscope, echo verb, drum echo, resonant, noise tape, hypersphere, shimmers, trem verb, reverse, lo-fi, swell, and our last one is helix.
It makes my chest hurt. Just to look at all. There's a lot going on.
Then you have the tap divisions.
Okay.
Looks like you have. Yeah, you got some options here.
Okay.
You got triplets. Looks like you have quarter notes, dotted eighth note, and you have a switch that controls the knobs for delay, reverb, and then a lock. So that's really cool that you have the option to lock the knob so you don't accidentally adjust parameters you're not meaning to adjust when you're switching back and forth between the reverb and delay.
Okay.
And it looks like this is stereo and it has MIDI through. Oh, and there is a control input voltage, it looks like. Expression switch, USB connectivity. This does a lot.
So I'm kind of confused.
Yeah.
Because he has a mode, right? And he has a lot of different modes.
Mm-hmm.
So get back to the main picture, please.
Okay.
So does that mean?
Yes.
Go there. So you can modify the delay, you can mix it, the feedback, the tone for every single mode. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so you select your mode, you choose
then
your parameters that you want to set for the delay, you switch the knob control, switch over, and you set your reverb controls, and then,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's individual foot switches for delay / tap. There's a reverb foot switch, and then you have your 4 savable presets on here.
Okay.
So we'll just dive into the specs real quick so we don't have to talk about this one forever because we could probably spend the whole episode just talking about this one.
There's a lot of modes. Okay.
So ambient delay and reverb pedal that adds ample atmospheric lo-fi potential to any pedal board. Choose between 12 onboard effects, 6 delays, 6 reverb modes, which span shimmer, swells, lo-fi effects, tape noise, and much more. Use 2 effects engines in tandem for experimental dual delay or dual reverb tones. 100% wet-dry control for seamless use in effects loops. Universal analog buffered and relay true bypass modes. Complete MIDI functionality via 5-pin MIDI input and through jacks. Dry signal is routed around the signal processor for applications that demand unaffected sounds. Available via parallel routing. Onboard expression compatibility and depth direction control, and includes the USB connector cable for immediate integration.
Okay.
Really cool. Price on this was what? Yeah, $399.
$399.
So, yeah, definitely, something you could put on your pedal board to take to a show, but I feel like this would be really great as a studio tool as well, because it has all your options.
I do feel there's people who likes to having like all of these different options.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. This has a purpose, and Source Audio has come such a long way. Because I remember like the early Source Audio pedals, they had this thing. I don't remember what it was called, but like they had like this ring that you could wear. That as you were playing, it could like affect different parameters within the pedal. I don't know. It was this really cool system. I mean, this was like a decade ago. But yeah, their pedals have changed a lot since then.
Okay.
On sale right now from Catalinbread. I don't know how to pronounce this. Anticathon Antichathon.
I don't know how to say it.
Antichathon. This is a limited edition gold version. Only 75 will be made. This is another one of their limited series releases that they do in the gold.
They're going to be really cheap though.
Yeah. So yeah, it's $134.99 right now. They're offering a limited run of the now retired Antichathon in limited edition gold. This is your last opportunity to own this quirky Catalinbread classic before it's completely discontinued. So they've been doing this for the past, I don't know, 6-8 months now, where they've been putting out these gold and black editions of pretty much all their discontinued pedals. They're doing one last run, and it's in, like, usually runs of about 75. And it's I don't know, it's like a cool fuzz tremolo thing. So, it's not for everybody. It is a very unique effect, but both the tremolo and the fuzz sound really good. So
it does look cool in that color.
Yeah, I think it looks better than the original. So, yeah, get one of those before they're gone. And then we have one last thing to talk about. This is new and exclusive to Guitar Center.
Well, now that you're going to be talking about that, let me check on the fridge.
You gonna look up the fridge? Okay.
I want to know how much is it. I was even thinking
I thought those were permanently discontinued.
One.
But I really thought those were like permanently discontinued though.
Because remember your parents bought a, was it a refrigerator?
Yeah, they just bought a new fridge.
And I was thinking it might be a good idea to have another one, but what cool thing could be to have a Marshall one?
I just don't know how much storage space is in one of those. So while you're looking that up, do you want me to talk about this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is the Marshall DSL40CR 40-watt 1x12 limited edition tube amp combo in stealth black. So the whole amp is completely black except for the power switch. And I think this just looks really cool. So it looks like it's just a regular DSL40. Looks like, let's see, it's outfitted with a 12-inch Celestion V-type speaker powered by EL34 tubes. This limited edition amp offers everything from shimmering cleans to saturated overdrive with unmistakable character of all valve tone. Practical recording, practical features, adjustable power output, soft tube emulated outputs, and onboard reverb. The DSL40CR adapts seamlessly to practice, gigging, and recording. That's what I meant to say there. Pairing legendary performance with road-ready construction in a limited edition blackout design. It's a tube combo amp.
Okay.
It has 4 ECC 83 tubes with a pair of EL34s. Pretty cool.
Okay.
All right, what's up?
There's 2 different ones, actually.
What's the difference? So
the size.
Sizes? Okay, what do you got?
There's a 3.2 and a 4.4.
What is that?
It's just $100 difference.
What are these numbers though? Or is that like capacity?
It's
like
just edition 3.2 is like the smaller version, and then edition 4.4 it's a little bit bigger.
So were you seeing an ad for like a new version or
I don't know, because it seems like they are sold out.
They're sold out. Yeah, they're always sold out. I thought they discontinued them.
They are not that expensive though, because the 3.2 is $399 and
but that might be like a small drink fridge. That might just barely fit drinks in it.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't.
It looks like a drink kind of thing.
No, it actually looks like it shows in the thing. You could fit 3 2-liter bottles in the side, and then smaller drinks in the rest.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I don't know, but it looks really nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, that's not a new product. Oh, it tells you exactly what you could fit in there.
36 cans. What is that?
Tall cans, 20. 30 bottles of beer, 3 2-liters.
Okay.
So they only intend this to be a drink fridge, I guess.
Well, that sucks.
It's pretty cool, though.
But I was planning on putting meat on it.
Well, might need like a freezer for that instead.
I don't know.
We can always get a freezer and paint it to look like a Marshall full stack.
I guess, since this one is sold out.
Yeah.
Well.
So anyway, the DSL 40CR, what was that, $799.99? I think it's a really cool amp. But I think that's all we have for you guys tonight. I'm sure there was a few other things that we missed, but let us know in the comments and let us know what your favorite release of the week is.
Okay.
Other than that, I think we're gonna get out of here. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep tonight with that coffee.
I don't know. You seem pretty active right now. I can see your hands and stuff. I don't know, how are you going to do?
Yeah. So anybody, anybody. Anyway, everybody.
You see, like,
yeah, that's
okay.
it for us tonight. Leave us a comment down below. Tell us about, I think I already said that, what your favorite was from this week.
You don't know what you're doing at this point.
I don't know what I'm
with
doing at this point.
yourself.
I think we should just get
I
on
don't
out here.
know. If 60 Cycle Home goes live tomorrow, then go ahead and watch it.
Yeah,
And then you
don't
can
miss
come and
their
watch
thing.
us. Yeah.
Don't miss they always do a good show.
Yeah. It's really fun.
So go see them and then come see us after.
Come visit.
Yeah.
And then we will see you later.
Yeah, because I know that's probably where we'll probably be watching theirs.
That's probably what we're gonna do. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
See you next time.